So we've gone through that. I'm stumbling, I'm losing my balance, I'm tripping over, and I finally make my way to my GP. Honestly, I thought I had impinged a nerve or something, playing sport or whatever I was doing. And really expected for them to be sending me off for a scan for that and sort of something that might need surgery to be fixed, and I'd be on my way. Instead, my GP, after hearing my list of symptoms, looked at me and said, "Oh, actually, I'm thinking this might be MS." And I remember thinking, MS? No, because I'm not in pain. No pain whatsoever, just this lack of range of movement. And anyway, she says, "Oh, look, I'm going to send you off to a neurologist, but before I send you to the neurologist, we're going to get you an MRI." So I go home that day with a script to go get an MRI. And I remember going home and telling my husband, Matt, and my mother, who lives with us, "Oh, this is what the GP said, that she thinks I might have MS." And stupidly, in my flippant, normal sense of humour, which is not appreciated by everyone, I said, "I think I'd know if I had MS. I don't feel like I have MS. And quite frankly, if I had something like MS, once the kids were grown and had left the house and were on their way, I would kill myself, because I'm not going to put up with pain or being a burden on my family." Stupid thing to say. Didn't mean it. Just been flippant. But of course that's come back to bite me now and freaks my mother out all the time. So MRI, long story short, I went back and forth 3 times for an MRI, only to find out I actually can't have one, because I had brain surgery when I was 16, many, many years ago. And there's a tiny bit of metal in my head, the size of a grain of rice, which precludes me from having an MRI. That's fine. I don't want it zooming out through my brain and ripping bits apart as it comes. So I'm good with that. What that meant was it became a bit more of a difficult process for the neurologist to diagnose. So I went off to the neurologist in Canberra that my GP had recommended, and he was atrocious. Very blasé, did all sorts of electric shock tests, which I knew nothing about at the time. Now, of course, that's part of the course with MND, and I've had multiples of them. But putting a nerve conduction test through my legs with the electric shocks and the needles into the muscle, all very quite not highly painful, but still painful and uncomfortable. And he didn't explain what he was doing or why or what it was. Didn't even tell me he was going to put anything on me and what it was going to do before he did it. And then we get to the end, and as part of the referral to him from my GP, she said, "Cannot have an MRI due to the piece of metal in my brain." And he said to me, "Oh, look, I don't think this is anything serious. Nothing to worry about. But look, I'll send you off. Go get an MRI on your brain and your spine and come back after you've had an MRI." So my husband and I both sat there thinking, what the? Walked out, having no idea what this guy had tested for. He's telling me it's all fine. Told me to come back after having an MRI. After in the referral it says I can't have an MRI. We've discussed in the appointment with him that I can't have an MRI. Just didn't listen, didn't care, really felt like I was just a number, and $300 payment to him, and that was the beginning of us hemorrhaging money.